First refrigerator. I think because you loud enough, so wherever, even.
Hi, Mr. Money. Welcome to my office. This is CK, my co-founder of Finlit Media, where we run a network of media brands, including Mr. Money. Hey, so CK, how long have you been here already?
You mean us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we moved here since 2022. Yeah, I think I don't want to move out already.
Yeah, actually, here quite good lah. Because very easy to get parking, and then at the moment we walk out, we straight away got food as well. But they do not know where we are actually. So why not give that introduction of where we are?
Yeah, so this is in Kota Damansara. It's called the NCOP Strand Garden Office. Yeah, so it's I think the traffic itself is kind of convenient in that sense, right? The accessibility, there's MRT, and then it's like all the way is to either Sungai Buloh, Shah Alam, and the other way you just go back to PJ. So yeah, it's quite accessible in that sense, lah. And then it's linked to Dash Highway. Yeah, so every morning when I come here now, I think it saved me a lot of time lah, because the Dash Highway directly is just right in front of our office already when we come down.
That is true. So in the end, we decided to choose in Kota Damansara, nearer to MRT station, so that when we have new staff coming in, they can take MRT and just walk over to the office.
Yeah.
This building at the time, when we come here at the time, it looks rather abandoned actually.
Yeah, it's pretty empty that time, you know.
Yeah,
and
very empty.
Yeah, we still have the photos and everything.
That's right. I still remember every unit that we go to, right? There's those red notice stick in front there because people haven't paid this yet, paid that yet. And then the parking also very, Chinese say very 乱水. So you don't even know where to park, which is the block, and so on. But there's one good thing about this place. Rental, sibei cheap. Yeah, 4,000 ringgit or 2,000.
Yeah, reasonable lah.
Yeah.
Especially in this area, you know.
Yeah, especially in this area.
Do you know, apparently, we are the first tenant after so many years in this unit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because when we came in that time, remember, it was fully empty.
It's fully empty, right?
Yeah, it's like fully empty is the wrong word. It's just empty. Yeah, there was nothing, and so we had to dump in some money for renovation. That's when we realized that office renovation is going to be quite expensive. We spent in total about 80 to 90,000.
Yeah, 80 to 90,000.
80 to 90,000.
But including aircon and everything lah.
Yeah, I think the most expensive cost was actually the aircon, because the space is big. You need more aircon, so total aircon cost also about 25,000 ringgit already. Yeah, then we did wood lamination flooring. We actually wanted those cement flooring so that it's more cool, more industrial, that kind of style. But when we got the quote back, we realized that it's actually more expensive. So we decided to go with the cheaper option because boleh lah, yeah, just started business. So we went with this option. So without wasting time, let's move to the living area. So this is our waiting area / living room / sleeping place / meeting room and whatever lah. Yeah,
it used to be storeroom.
Storeroom. Yeah, but thank you for visiting. Because of that, our staff put in the effort to actually clean up the place so that we can put it in the place that we envisioned to be. Let's begin here. Yeah. So what's this sofa doing here, CK?
I think it's just if you ask me, there's no place to put so no lah, kidding. So we actually just want to put it here so that there's guests coming in while waiting for some of us, then they can just chill here, you know, while at the same time when they see here they can see everybody's working. Yeah.
So this is actually the first computer that we bought for our first staff. Yeah, in fact what happened is that this whole thing, we actually went to Laoyat, assemble each of the items, right? Go and pick individually all the parts to make up a computer. And
a CPU.
A CPU, and we have not used it since we moved here. Just time to time, we may fire it up just to play some games.
Yeah.
So we haven't thrown it out because it brings back
still
memory.
functioning. It's still functioning anyway. Yeah.
Then next part is this section here is what we want to make it into a hall of memories. So if you can see on this side here is the pictures of the guests who came and visit us, did a podcast with us. We haven't made it a habit yet, so sometimes we do forget to take pictures with our guests. So sorry, those guests who actually came, we didn't take a picture. Please come and visit next time and take a picture again with us, okay? Because we want to put your picture here.
So ideally, it's that we wanted to have the wall that's full of pictures, you know, of everyone. So everyone kind of know like, oh,
Yeah.
they're here.
Yeah, kind of like a memory like that. Now let's move to the next area. So this is our open area. What happens is that when we have staff who want to have a mini meeting, not too serious, casual, open kind of things, not secrets, they can just sit here and have their meeting. So you can see there's a round one here and there is a long one here. And both these were from our old office. At this part here, you can see the chairs here. Thank you very much, Maju Home, for sponsoring it. Yeah, we wanted chairs that, number one, these kind of chairs that allow us to sit down together for a meeting or either even have dinner. And we also asked them if we can have some nicer chairs that can also double as our props for shooting, which is the grey color chair here. So thank you once again. Then move on next, you will see this part of the wall here where we put all our awards, certification, recognition, all those kind of stuff lah. And you will notice that it is actually a feature wall with fluted panels.
So this feature wall is actually acoustic panel.
Yup. So because it's acoustic panel, so it reduces the echo in the office. You know how, sometimes when you're in the office, right, we talk, then there's a lot of echo. Yeah, this is actually acoustic panel, so it helps with that. So thank you very much, Sleek, for sponsoring us these panels. And when we decided to install these acoustic panels that time, we thought to ourselves it would be very plain line. Let's say it is just line like that, right? So we thought we want to break the line by installing a cabinet to allow us to also put things as well. So as you can see, now we can put all our awards up there. Well, there's that silver play button, our 100,000 play button. We look forward to get more of that and changing that into the gold color plate, which is for 1 million subscribers. Then we also have different kind of stuff like acknowledgement of those certification when we go and talk in different events. I think the most vanity one will be August Man of the Year award that both of us won. Again, vanity stuff, but okay lor, just put there lor. So anyway, so when our staff sit here and have their meeting that time, they can remember how great their bosses are.
So let's move on to my favorite spot in the office, which is our
working space. Alright, this is our working space, and on our left is where our finance, accounts team and CK and Frankie sits. Then on our right,
it's where the magic happens. It belongs to the creative team.
All the social media editors, producer, all duduk sini.
Yeah. And then the most special one is yours lor.
Yeah.
Tatokong.
So all the way I'm there. For those who are wondering why I have a single table there, it's not because I'm the boss, that's why I'm put there. Originally, CK and Frankie, all of them sit at the back there together with me. But I do not know why one day when I walk into the office, they all go and move their table and chair there with the accounts team and finance team, and I was left there all alone.
I think because you loud enough, so wherever, even it's far, right, people still can hear you. But for us, we talk very low tone, right, so we need closer to communicate with each other lah. I think that's why.
Okay, anyway, let's talk about some of the special things that we have here. CK, you remember the table or not?
Whoa, this table, right, we bought it from IKEA, but then you wouldn't able to find it in
the catalog. Yeah. You know why? Because it wasn't this color. What happened is that me and CK, that time we painted this whole table for 3 days, right? And we did for 2 tables together. I went about the material, make sure that we learn how to paint it in the natural oak color kind of stuff.
So actually,
no business.
Correct. Actually, if you see from the bottom, right, it's actually the fail part, right? So we just fold it the other side and then make it, so this is how it is.
Now let's move to my table, the CEO table. Okay, now this is my place where I sit, the CEO table. As you can see, it's an L-shaped table. Why L-shaped table? Because I wanted it to have a big one, and then when I sit that time, I don't have to, always just sit in front here. I can move a little bit left and right, because naturally I'm someone who is quite
move a lot,
active. I like to move a lot. Yeah, you can say that, a bit hyperactive. So being able to just swirl around, this side monitor, then this side, like that, it makes me a bit happy. So let's talk about the behind here, this cabinet. Okay, fun fact. All the tables here, including the cabinet, I installed it. Even you see the little bars on top also I installed. So let me tell you the story. What happened was that originally when we were sitting here, right behind was straight away the pantry. So I don't quite like people keep walking behind my back to go to the toilet and everything all, and toilet was just right behind me. So I decided that I wanted to get a cabinet at the back here where we can put books, we can put things, and I didn't expect it to become Mr. Money Mart where all my stuff put food there, but now it's a food area as well. But because it was so tall, right, it was a little bit wobbly at first. So what happened is that I have to add the steel bars to actually stabilize it so that it doesn't fall over. If not, later I sit down there, one of them laughing.
Accidentally kick the wardrobe, right? Then the whole
accidentally kick the cabinet, then fall on me.
Once it collapsed, then you collapse, the whole company collapsed.
I die lah, cause I sit here. So this is where originally CK and Frankie sit before they abandoned me and moved to this side with the team. What are we doing with this space, CK?
So here, of course, we have our whiteboard. But it used to be a wall where I stick all my notes and also Jenny poster, like pink.
He likes Blackpink. So last time at the moment, everyone walk in the office, we see a lot of Jenny poster.
Jenny's.
At his side of the table lah. Anyway, now this is a big whiteboard. Why we will usually write down what we need to do and everything. Also, it will just remind us at the moment we walk into office. Because I'm a very forgetful person. Now, next thing, today this spot also has turned into kind of like a creative spot where we put our musical instrument, some of the golf bags that is not being used. So at one point, everyone wanted to learn how to play golf. I'm the only one that persisted to continue playing. So their stuff are all here. In terms of the shelf at the back, it was also from IKEA. But again, you won't see this setup. Why? Because we actually bought 2 of them and we stack it up together so that it looks bigger. And now let's move on to the meeting room.
Hey, Peter!
The next day.
This sucks. This sucks. Spills, crumbs, random mess, it happens. This is why I got the Korean X8 to suck it all up. Got crumbs and sticky floors? No problem. The 4-in-1 mop head handles everything from vacuuming, mopping, steaming, and even UV disinfecting, all in one go, leaving your floors spotless. Tired of dirt hiding in your sofa or bed? The motorized UV bed vacuum tool eliminates dust, dirt, and allergens with ease, keeping your home fresh and clean. With the green laser LED, even the tiniest particles are revealed, making dust nowhere to hide. Vacuuming has never been this precise and satisfying. And when it's time to clean the vacuum, simply dock it and the station will automatically vacuum the debris into the dust bag. No flying dust, no hassle, just clean and done. Don't miss out, check out the link in the description down below.
Ta-da! This is where all the magic happened for management decision making.
A lot of sweat and tears here.
So usually what happens is that when we have any meetings that we want to conduct in the more away from the working team kind of thing, or we're going to get very loud, then we're going to come into this meeting room. We also have our calls here with our clients, host our clients for meetings and stuff like that. As you can see, there's going to be a TV here so that when we do our Zoom calls and whatnot, there's a big TV, we'll just show up.
For presentation.
For presentation or whatever. And again, there's a lot of whiteboard because I love whiteboards. Like I say, as I talk, I just like to draw. Next thing, you will notice this very beautiful table right behind me. Solid wood, one piece cut out. Cantik.
Actually very heavy, this table, when they can't actually fit in the lift that time.
They had to walk up the stairs with it, right?
So all the strong, attractive gentlemen in the office, they carry this out. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. So this is being sponsored by Maju Home. So thank you very much, because one thing that I really wanted, a bit of a vanity, I always wanted a timber wood meeting table because it's just so cool. It's just so cool looking at the grains and everything all.
And it also comes with the chairs together from Maju Home. I like this chair particularly. Because it looks vintage, and then most importantly got cushion, like sometimes if you sit there too long, your backside pain. Right?
That's right. By now you will notice that the kind of style that we like for our office is a bit of a combination of vintage and natural kind of feeling. So that's why there's a lot of woody element, and then there's some vintage stuff. And of course, you can see half of the room here is being covered by sleek acoustic panel. Why there? Because last time when we had meeting the time, we realized that it was very echoey. Right? So what we did is that we got them to install this sleek acoustic panel so that there's no more echo, and today when we are meeting, it is so much more comfortable.
Right. And aesthetically also looks nice.
Aesthetically pleasing. Because one of the ideas is that if we do not have enough space for shooting in future, we can use this meeting room to double as a podcast space because you have a nice table and you have a nice background panel. And in this room, we also have an extension Wi-Fi router. Thank you to Time Internet for installing this for us. It is connected directly with an optical cable to the main Wi-Fi router instead of just repeating the signals by Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi. So it's extremely stable. One thing good about this office right now is that every corner you go, you are connected.
Let's move on to our next space, which is our
studio. This is our studio, where all the magic happened. You'll see some of the familiar sets here. This is 2 sofa set. Usually we record are we okay at this particular section here, and then this part here we will use it for interviews for Mr. Money.
Mostly for one-to-ones.
For one-to-one interviews. I think FAQ also uses the similar set. What we do is that we just make some changes with the background and then try to use back the same thing because just we do not have enough space.
Correct.
Right?
Correct,
yeah. And there's another 2 more sets here at the back. One is on this corner where we kind of what we call a talking head shoot, which is the person sit down there at the table, then just Then the other one is this beautiful marble table. This is also another one for guest interview. That is if you prefer to sit down around a table to do that interview. And each side will have its different backdrop. We installed some of this little cabin, do you call it a cabinet?
Shelf.
We installed some of these little shelves and then we try to add some greens into it. I'm a big fan of green items, like I said earlier, but I've also learned my lesson that we may not be very good with greens. So these days we try to use fake greens, fake greens.
Okay, and if you notice the round table designs, right, it's actually matching with the panel as well. It's a fluted panel.
Yes. So the legs of the table itself is fluted design so that it matches it all.
So thanks to Maju Home for all the furniture. So at least for us, there's more sets and it looks more appealing in our video.
Yep. Thank you very much. Shout out to them.
Okay, so you may be wondering where are all the equipments, right?
Yep.
So let's go and see where we store all the equipments.
And this is our equipment storage room.
Actually,
not
it's
exactly a room lah.
Yeah, we just place it outside the meeting room, which is the hallway. Yeah.
Yeah, but what we did is that we placed 2 cabinets here to kind of draw a partition between the walkway space and the equipment location from the working stations.
Yeah. So it's also kind of convenient if let's say they want to get the batteries or the SD cards or anything, they can just walk to the back.
Yep.
Right?
So
going into the room.
it's just right behind the production creative team sitting area. Right behind them is the equipment side. And next we'll move the location on our left, which is the pantry. And behind me is our little kitchen cabinet. CK, you remember when we first came in that time, right? It was just a metal sink, you know, the standard ugly one. Yeah. And then after that, we decided that we want something that we can store food, you know, we can do more things with it. So we decided to install this kitchen cabinet.
Yeah.
How much did it cost?
I think it's around 4 to 5,000, 4 to 5,000, including the cabinet, of course, with the kitchen top as well.
And on my left here is our
First refrigerator.
yes.
Refrigerator. Refrigerator.
This is our first refrigerator that we brought in from our old office. I still remember buying it at about
900 ringgit.
900 ringgit.
It's the cheapest one.
Nah, I thought it's 700 ringgit.
No. Oh yeah.
700. Yeah.
Just go. We just go to the electrical shop and ask the salesman. Which one is the cheapest one?
That's right. And why 900 ringgit is because with the microwave, this is about 200 over ringgit. And just in case you're wondering what's this cloth behind CK, this is actually the curtains to lead us to the bathroom. But I have to say nowadays with 2 bathrooms only for us, also getting a bit congested because we are coming close to 20 staff right now. And if you're wondering why we put the curtain there, it's because nicer lor, not so,
Nicer
straight away you see the bathroom.
Yeah.
Maybe we're a bit China.
Maybe. I thought this is a Japanese style.
Oh yes. Okay, a bit Japanese.
Onsen, like you're going to onsen. Yeah.
So we have been in this office for about 2 years right now, CK.
Yeah.
We saw the team grew from about 7 people to now nearing about 20. And last time it was very spacious. Today it is getting a little bit congested again. How many more people do you think we can fit into this office before we have to move out?
I think at max, maybe 5 more, I guess. Yeah,
5,
maybe we need another unit or something like that already.
Yeah, that's true. I think just by adding 5 to 10 more staff, we will likely have to shift location or rent another unit opposite or upstairs so that we can have more space. But so far, so good. We enjoy the space here.
Yeah.
Again, due to the location and also perhaps it's just all the hard sweat and tears that we have put in to build up this place ourselves, right?
Yes. So everything is kind of like piece and pieces where we slowly buy, and then when we have money, then we add on certain things. So it's kind of like a mark of our journey, Every time you come in, you look at all these things, oh, this was when, that was when.
Yeah, that's right. And some of these things we all, until today, we feel a bit nostalgic and we do not want to throw it. And the good thing is that it's still in use. We also want to thank once again those people who have came in and contributed to making this office even more beautiful after that, such as Toby Interior Furnitures, who came in and helped us to build in the shelves here so that we can put the different kind of things. Our wall of memory, where we talk about in the early of this video, then the wall of fame, where we put all our awards, and Slick Acoustic Panel as well, who did us a great help by sponsoring us the whole acoustic panel in our studio, in our meeting room, and even outside here. Because of that, it made it much more pleasant for us to have conversation. And by now you notice that I'm actually very loud, so whenever I talk, there's a lot of echo, and that my team actually will have to thank you for saving their ears.
And not to forget Maju Home for sponsoring us the furnitures, so it makes the whole place more pleasant and more appealing for our video set as well. And lastly, we want to shout out to Atap for the design, for the concept of the open space and also studio, and also the coordination throughout this renovation as well.
So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour and paying a visit to our office.
Yeah.
Now, if you like more content like this, do not forget to subscribe to
Is it worth the